Hi, today we're going to be looking at the coolest nicknames in the Game of Thrones universe. Starting off with the Stormlands, we've got the Laughing Storm, Lionel Baratheon. We've got the Demon of the Trident, Robert Baratheon. And we've got the Lightning Lord, Dondarrion. I don't know why they have such cool nicknames in the Stormlands. I think it's the lightning imagery, I don't know. Next, we've got a very underrated pick, in my opinion. Not many people have heard of him. He's Sir Geoffrey Norcross. He's a member of the King's Guard, and he was called Never Yield. Now, that is a cool name for a King's Guard, in my opinion. Sticking with the King's Guard, we have Sir Arthur Dayne, the Sword of the Morning, which is obviously a very cool nickname, but it's also cool because anyone who can wield Dawn, who's from House Dane, has that title, which is pretty cool. Sticking with the Danes, we've got Darkstar. So I know he's an edgelord, but if you separate the nickname from the person, it's quite a cool name in my opinion. On to the Targaryens, who might be the only house with better nicknames than the Baratheons. We've of course got Daenerys Stormborn, the Mother of Dragons, two very cool nicknames. We have Aerion Brightflame, another cool nickname. And another underrated one is Aemon the Dragon Knight. I think perhaps because we haven't seen him on screen, not many people talk about this nickname, but I quite like it. Next, we've got Daemon Targaryen, who's referred to as the Rogue Prince, but George R. R. Martin also refers to him as the Prince of Light and Darkness, which I really like. I think that's very, very cool. Reminds me of Star Wars, actually. Gives me Anakin vibes. Dana the Defiant, who is the mother of Daemon Blackfyre, who himself has two very cool nicknames. He's known as the King who bore the sword, and he's known as the Black Dragon. We also have Rhaegar Targaryen, the Last Dragon. And the nicknames aren't just for people. I mean, Balerion the Black Dread is a very, very iconic nickname. Going back to the Blackfyre Rebellion, we have Bitter Steel. That is an elite nickname. Beneath the Gold, the Bitter Steel. And he's a very iconic person, but more on him in another video. We have Quentin Fireball, one of my favorite characters. And then we have, not from this era, but from the House of the Dragon era, another Kingsguard, Sir Criston Cole, the Kingmaker. Now, I know a lot of people don't like him because of the House of the Dragon TV show. Don't get me wrong, he's not a good person in the books, but he is a lot cooler, and his nickname is very cool. Another underrated pick is Sandok the Shadow. I would really recommend reading about him. Maybe I'll do a video about him. He might be the best fighter in Game of Thrones. Another iconic nickname is Roland Storm, known as the Bastard of the Night Song. And another underrated one is the Smiling Knight. It gives me very Joker vibes. Again, a very underrated fighter. I mean, anyone who can stand to Sir Arthur Dayne to the point where his sword is broken is definitely worth mentioning. And finally, we have the stallion that mounts the world, and that is Drogo and Daenerys' unborn son. So, in my opinion, out of all of these, my favorite would have to go to the Laughing Storm. I think that is the coldest nickname in the Game of Thrones universe. How about you? What do you think? Please feel free to like and subscribe, of course. And obviously, if you think I've missed one, let me know. Or if you think there's one I've mentioned that doesn't deserve a place, please let me know. Thank you for watching.